2026, and we are back again, excited with what the market presents, because whether the market likes it or not, we are finding ways to continue to improve our personal net worth. This is your wealth creation enthusiast with a passion for helping individuals and corporate organizations build their personal and corporate net worth via investing in the capital markets. And I'm excited to be here again today as we go through to see opportunities while growing our personal and corporate net worth. Thank you very much for joining from wherever you are. I see you there, Kaisha. Very good afternoon to you, and I hope all is going on well over in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you very much, everyone from across the world. I'm excited to be back here again, and hopefully we find reasons to continue to grow our wealth without having to struggle for it. That's the smart way of investing. This is Net Worth Investors Club. We are here on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for our global live stream from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Nigerian time. And of course, we will help you together as we grow wealth one step at a time. I will be taking you through today's live stream, and of course we'll be looking at opportunities in the Nigerian capital market and of course in the US market if you have questions to ask. Very excited to be here because the market continues to remain bullish and we are seeing strides from all of our peaks. I'm sure your portfolios are ticking higher in value, and of course you are reinvesting your dividend, which is the mystery of compounding at play. Thank you very much. We'll go on now to take the review of trading activities as it came out last week. Then from there on, we will proceed to take your comments until 1 p.m. Nigerian time, when we will proceed to take the calls from TikTok. The Nigerian equities market closed the first week of May 2026 on a positive note, with the all-share index gaining 1% to settle at 244,775 points as at May 8th. Market capitalization rose to 157.09 trillion naira. This represents a 2,498 points increase from the previous week's close of 242,277 points, as gains in large cap stocks pushed the benchmark index above the 244,000 mark. Beyond the price rally, trading activity also strengthened, with total turnover rising to 7.07 billion shares valued at 324.3 billion naira compared to the 4.8 billion units traded in the prior week. Market breadth further reflected the bullish sentiment as 60 equities advanced higher than the 52 recorded previously, while 36 declined, lower than the 53 in the earlier week, with 41 stocks closing unchanged. What the data is saying: year to date, the Nigerian equities market has maintained a strong positive performance, with the all-share index delivering a return of 57.3%, while quarter-to-date performance stood at 21.6%. The market recorded 3 positive trading sessions out of the 5 during the past week, beginning Monday with a strong rally that pushed the index into 243,000 zone. Trading turned negative on Tuesday as the market slipped 0.5%, while Wednesday saw a mild recovery, with the index gaining over 0.3%. Bearish sentiment resurfaced on Thursday, dragging the market below the 240,000 threshold to close at 230,734. However, the market rebounded sharply on Friday, surging to 244,775, and lifting the week's overall performance back into positive territory. Across major indices, performance remained mixed. The NGX Premium Index declined 1.69%, weighed down by losses in Access, MTN, Lafarge, UBA, and Zenith Banks. The decline came despite gains recorded in Dangote Cement, First Holdco, and Seplat, while the NGX main board advanced 2.71%, and the NGX 30 closed up 0.65%. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to stop here because there are so many of your comments begging for response, and I'll be here to respond to every one of them as time permits. We are across all platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Are you ready? Well, please, before we proceed, let me let you know all the views expressed in this live stream are entirely mine. They are personal, not investment advice. Do well to do your due diligence as you make your investment decisions. And of course, to join me in today's live stream are the admins of Net Worth Investors Club, the likes of Maobi, Rehoboth, Anthony, Mr. Luke, Kaka, and of course, Mr. Isaac, and everyone that has been a part of this live stream. Don't forget to like and share. And if you are not following me or you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you are missing a lot, because there's so much resources that you could have gone back to, because all these live streams are always downloaded and of course or uploaded for your viewing pleasure. And so many people are acting on it now, because we could see Dangote Cement flying away, TIP flying away, and of course MTN getting back on to find a way to test the 900 naira mark once again. And of course, we are seeing opportunities that I've already shared in the group. Do well to follow, like, and keep sharing this live stream right now. So shall we proceed right away onto YouTube? There we go. We have Francis Okobi, Nesai, and Akim Jadi, Abdurrahman Ahmad. Very good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining. Amir Jayo, Sylvester, Titus Okon, Bolaji Bentai, and of course we have Vera Ozuemena and Mene Okotie. Very good afternoon to you all, and I hope you had a great weekend. We are here again. I will show you what's going on in the Nigerian market live and direct, straight from the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. I'm so excited because I can see so many of you are making money in TIP. I tweeted before coming on live here that most of us have made good money from TIP, having joined that bus from the 2 naira mark to the 4 naira, then 7 naira mark to the 13 naira, then 15 naira mark to the 19 naira mark. Most of you who got into TIP in the last 1 year, you are now smiling, because what do we have? 38 naira plus. TIP is still firing on all cylinders, and we expected pullbacks, but we are not seeing it. And of course, Dan is now asking. Dan Masani Naisa says, hi coach, can I buy TIP now or I should wait for a dip? We've been waiting for this dip since TIP got to 30. Of course, it dipped once to 28 and 27. I think it actually touched 26 before flying back to 30, and now it's looking like it's not looking back. But of course, this is the stock market. It never moves on a straight line, and so I will encourage you to stay patient and wait, load up your gunpowder, get ready to strike when TIP dips finally. I would say allowable and much more attractive entry price if it dips is around the 30 naira mark, because it's going to be very difficult for it to actually dip below 30 or stay under. And this is part of the reasons why we decide that, okay, if you are chasing a stock and you feel that you are a long-term investor, then you want to buy some, hold on and see, hoping it dips so you can buy more and average down. But should it not dip, then you also position yourself to buy more when it goes higher, so that even if you buy higher, your average entry price will eventually reduce, and that saves you a lot of the heartaches that could come with buying too late and starting too late. Okay, so make up your mind and make your decision. All right, ladies and gents, let's keep going. Don't forget, your comments very much important for us to keep flying until 1 p.m. before we start taking the calls. Strictly Amma says, please coach, is it the best time to buy MTN stock? It's actually the best time as far as it hasn't gone beyond 800, because I just did a video this morning before coming on live, and you could see MTN fully back into profitability, raising over nearly 1.5 trillion naira in the first 3 months of the year. Imagine what happens when we get towards the end of the year. I'm projecting a 6 trillion naira revenue full year, and they could just make 1 trillion naira total profit at the end of the year. We do not know, but I can tell you for free that the 15 naira per share dividend declared is a small fry as to the strength of MTN, and it's just because they are still coming back from that foreign exchange losses they suffered in 2024 and 2025, and now all of that is cleared. They are now flying, and of course, so much money to be made in data. Suddenly, MTS data revenue has overshadowed, leapfrogged their call revenue, and much more data revenue is going to be generated with the I would say holistic unleashing of their various internet products trying to even compete with Starlink in terms of data provision and internet service provision. So a whole lot. And of course, as we keep progressing as a world, as a people, as the world continues to progress, it is increasingly becoming very difficult to do without data, because almost everything is now depending on data. That's why MTN, fantastic proposition. If you ask me, I will remind you, 2024 ending, I stated there that the worst days of MTN were over. Some of you are my witnesses. You can attest to that in the comments. And of course, then MTN was selling at 170 naira per share. Imagine someone putting 1.7 million then, just a year plus after we are talking about, because 2024 ending into 2025, MTN started selling at between the 170 in 2024 ending and 200 then 250. So by this time last year, MTN, I should think, was selling at around, let's say it then rose to around 500. Let's see. I'm going to show you this, and this is where those on YouTube will enjoy it, because screen sharing is very much interesting over there. For now, let's see what MTN did as far as the last 1 year is concerned. So what used to sell at 170 and 200 and something early last year is now selling for 800 plus. And don't forget, you are not chasing MTN now if you buy it now, because it actually touched 900, pulled back, and has shown sufficient strength to stay above 800. So a new support level has been created from activities on the MTN stocks, and so it could just be safe enough to buy before it jumps back to 900 and maybe not help us to return. Okay, ladies and gents, I'm about to share my screen now. MTN 118 naira per share at the moment. Okay, there you go. If you are on YouTube, get set, you'll soon see it. If you are not following me or subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will be missing some of this. So there you go. That's MTN on your screen. I'm sure you can see it right now. You can see your screen. MTN Nigeria, 819 naira on the screen here first. But let me take you to the 1 year chart. That's it there. 1 year chart, MTN. There you go. As at the 12th, today is 11th of May, but as at the 12th of May 2025, that's MTN there, 279 naira. 279. And then it kept climbing and climbing and climbing, and by June 30th, it was 357. It didn't stop there, kept climbing and climbing, and then by August, well, let me take you back to July 31st, 472 naira. That's where we're coming from, and all the way then it hit about that's it right there, 915 naira April 30th this year, before dropping to 819. So that pullback has happened, and as you can see from here at the tip, at the end of the chart, it's now trying to get back up. That's why I would say, following the first quarter performance as seen from the reports released, MTN is soon going to head over back to 900 and of course maybe 1,000. Remember, I told you MTN is 1,000 naira and 1,500 naira stock. We will be here to remind you of that. Maybe in 1 year from now, by this time next year, it should be doing 1.5, if not earlier, because MTN is making a whole lot of money. That's it about MTN Nigeria. Okay, I've taken my time to respond to that question because I've already done a video about it, and more like a refresher for everyone. So let's go on to Instagram, TikTok, and hear some of your comments. Jumidivi Wealth Queen, it's good to have you here. I'm not seeing most of your comments. Please get the comments coming in right now. YouTube people, they enjoy you. That's coming from Chika. All right, never heard of Champion Breweries before. Add John. Well, they've been there all along. They've been a regional brewery company, if you ask me, mostly known towards the south region of Nigeria, particularly southeast and south. That's where the brewery is. And of course, you can see everybody, Fidelity don't they shake body small, oh, that's coming from OJ. Well, we will need to see their end of year result and first quarter results. I can assure you I'll do a deep dive about that. And let me tell us now, what's going on in the banking sector is very good for the health of Nigerian banks. Now, for an investor like you and me, we should be able to put on our long-term lens to see which is good, even if it's been rejected by the markets, and maybe take position long-term. Now, if you couldn't do 1 million Zenith, you couldn't do 1 million GTCO when they were selling at single digits, double digits of under 50 naira per share, and you are able to do so in some of these ones who are suffering rejection now, this is your chance. I remember someone in our Network Investors Club, he clearly asked that question a few months back, around December. Is it okay to accumulate 1 million shares of Wema Bank? Then it was 18 naira. I gave him the go ahead because I knew Wema had fantastic numbers, but hasn't been rewarded by the market. To crown it all, Wema is not a new bank. They are 81 years old, and of course, even if they've originally been a regional bank for a long time, now they are a national bank, and it's looking all fantastic as far as the numbers are concerned. What do we have? From December, he bought 1 million shares of Wema. Now, Wema is selling for 34 naira or so, 33 naira or so. So what he spent 18 million naira to acquire in December is now worth 34 million naira or thereabouts. I saw Wema climb to even 36 before pulling back. So this is how someone could just target a stock like Fidelity. If they release their results and it's not looking fantastic, just like UBA did and got pushed back, then you could have a chance. If it's 100,000 you have never acquired of a bank, or 500,000 you have never acquired of a bank, or 1 million shares and you have the means, wherever Fidelity may be pushed back, you may want to dive in. But it may not even be pushed back. Maybe first quarter may be fantastic because they are all forced to provision for NPL, and most of them are now doing that, complying, and it is only in the best interest of the health of the bank and of course the investment of shareholders. Use your head now and be wise. I know that most of the insiders of these banks will see this an opportunity to buy if it ever gets rejected by the market. What shares can I buy for my 11-year-old? Tessifon is asking. Well, the 1 million share challenge stocks are very good propositions for anyone who is interested in investing for their children. So I would say stocks like McNichols, Tantalizers, Charms, and ladies and gentlemen, Charms went on full beat this morning. Maybe the market is saying this thing has been underpriced and undervalued for too long. Let's see what happens and see how it goes. But we will not be in a hurry. Okay, coach, your native is giving. I don't understand, Dr. B. Rich. Complete your statement because I'm confused. Okay, thank you very much. I will take that as a commendation. But once in a while, you know, freedom is sweet. And of course, happiness is free. That's why I can dress anyhow, anytime. It's Monday morning, I'm on native. Sometimes I come Monday morning on a t-shirt. It's called financial freedom, where I don't have to dress in a particular way because I have to be in a particular office looking for money. Okay? And that's the idea we're trying to share with everyone. Find a way to get your freedom as early as possible. We invest not for fun, not for content. If you notice, I don't care about content. I care about what your financial status is eventually turning into. That's why a lot of these things are free. Free, free, free. For as long as you are interested, these things will continue to be free. Membership of the Network Investors Club, joining the live stream, and many other tips I share on my social media platform. Happiness is free. Why shouldn't wealth creation be free? Okay? And I'm very impressed with the feedbacks I'm getting from so many people. So, Tessifon, you can buy these stocks for your children and anyone else who is listening. We are raising millionaires here. That's how I mentioned Tip and Jais when they were 3 naira stocks last year. Most people made inquiries about what where to invest for their children. So imagine a parent who put in 3 million naira to buy 1 million Tip. Or maybe by this time, Tip was selling for 6 or 5 naira. So they bought 5 million naira worth of tip for their children. The children are multi-millionaires already because tip is now 38 naira per share. So 38 million suddenly. What other smart way to invest? Oh my goodness. So we are making smart money not only for ourselves, but also for our children. Isn't that interesting? Coach, would you recommend Jais Bank for my mom? She's 76 years. She has 500K to invest. Hello, Lolo. She's 76 years. She does not have the time to wait for Jais to materialize. Jais is for younger people who have time on their side to accumulate. And then 500,000 naira, I would rather go for a stock that will also fetch her some very reasonable dividends so she can enjoy enough dividends, but still a penny stock. So if we are looking at growing the capital, then we may want to inch towards just that tip is flying now. That's the first thing that came to mind. Everyone is quiet about the move of UPDC REIT, but I think that's a good one for her. With this amount, UPDC REIT still a penny, though I saw it climbing to 9, but you can accumulate UPDC at 8, under 9. Then she will qualify for dividend because they paid dividend twice. We just took the final dividend, the interim dividend last week, right? UPDC REIT. They will announce another one before the year runs out. So you want to consider for such a person at 76 some dividend cash flow while still giving room for capital gains. If you bought 1 million UPDC REIT, it's already 9 million naira worth right now because UPDC jumped to 9 naira. I don't know how much, if it has pulled back to 8 or something, but that's how we make money grow like grass here. Okay, hi coach, thanks. My one-on-one session has been booked for June 2nd. Looking forward to it. All right. That's from Ike. Ike, I look forward to meeting with you. Thank you very much for trusting. We go on to Facebook to take your comments right there. Thank you very much, Facebook family. I'm excited this morning to be here. Mojisola Odebajo says, Coach, please, what's the effect of shares on the upcoming election? All right, I've shared this before. Usually, we get the foreign portfolio investors who are foreign investors who invest in Nigerian market pulling out of the market towards election season. And the Nigerian elections will be coming up January and February next year. So before now, what usually happens is when they pull out forcefully that way, they crash the market and leave. Now, they are pulling out because too much money is leaving the market at the same time. It causes a ripple effect of fear. So others who know not what is going on also rush in to sell as low as possible and to get out. But as often as we have seen in my 27, 28 years now in the stock market, after every election, the market rebounds, irrespective of who emerges a winner. So why? Because the fear of chaos post-election completely disappears after results are announced, and repeatedly so. Even the most hotly contested election, which was the last one, we saw that after all of this, the fears and all that, the tension everywhere, there was calm and the nation moved on. And for that reason, the market bounces back. So having known all of this, if anything like that happens, then that's a chance for us to make more money. But that particular history is about to come to an end. Why? Because data we have received from the NGX is showing that retail investors, fellow Nigerians, I'm not even talking about institutional investors now, retail investors are now investing much more than they were doing before, than institutional investors, at least in the last 1 month. What that means is foreign portfolio investors leaving may not affect the market as badly as it used to. And there was an experiment I observed when the Iran-US war started. While other stock markets were crashing across the world, the Nigerian market did not shake. But there was a particular day, just one day, I don't know if it was a Tuesday, the market dipped. That coincided with foreign portfolio investors leaving, still because they were exiting most markets around the world. But you know what? That dip lasted only that day. Next day, the market recovered. Why? Nigerians, we are not running away from anywhere. There's no war going on here. So what's our problem? Well, the market recovered immediately and has gone far above what it used to be when it even dipped. Okay, so it's looking increasingly riskier to be out of the market out of fear of a market crash, because the market is flying now, and of course, justifiably so, because after inflation and devaluation of the naira and all of those things, most Nigerian stocks remained underpriced. I'm not talking of undervalued now, underpriced. Up till this moment, we do not have a Nigerian bank selling for $1 per share. Does it not shock you? There is no Nigerian bank with all the expansion and all the money they make. Not one is priced at even 50 cents per share equivalent. So there's a whole lot. Now, if you have foreign investors coming in, well, all of those things could change. So these are the issues before us. For us, who have stayed through various election periods, various ups and downs of market sentiments, we are here to milk the situation whenever they present themselves, because we see it as an opportunity. One person may see it as a threat. The more experienced eye may see it as an opportunity. So depends. It's a case of seeing the glass half full or half empty. Coach, Dang, Sugar, or MTN? That's a tough call, because both of them are of different trajectories and, of course, on different missions as we speak. If the capital is a lot, secure the MTN first, because that's the one that will easily go out of hand. Selling at over 800 now. We don't see it dropping below 800 anymore from what we see here. And then you can come back to Dang Sugar, because it will always easily pull back. Why? It most recently jumped to 95 and has been struggling around 94, 93. It could even dip below 90 before continuing its ascendancy. So that's what I would do. Abdullahi Bello, that's my response for you on Facebook. Coach, please talk about NGX. Well, NGX has cooled off since after that 143 bonus and 2 naira dividend declared. Now, it has stayed long enough and may just begin to find its way up. Even if supply was a whole lot this morning, over 4 million shares being offered versus 1 million bidded for, I saw that interest is beginning to look like it wants to start building. So around 150 and under. Remember, it sold at 149 on Friday up till sometime this morning. You want to wisely take position there by staying very patient and keeping your eyes on the order book. Okay, let's talk about Julius Berger, wealth magnet. Julius Berger has been in a situation where investors are not too sure what to expect, even after their full year result, which looks good, was released. You know, the construction industry is one, especially Julius Berger. They are one company that makes a whole lot of revenue and then blows most of that revenue on cost of sales. So very little is left for shareholders, but they did very well last year, and we don't know what to expect in the first quarter results. I haven't checked, but we will. And then okay. Hello, coach. Talk about Veritas Cap. Is it a good stock for 1 million challenge? I have not mentioned Veritas. I can't remember mentioning Veritas as a 1 million challenge stock though. But it's up to you. It is really priced very low for what they can be able to do, what they are capable of doing. Veritas looks great at the price it is, But you have to, one thing with these penny stocks is you have to have a lot of patience, okay? And you do not want your portfolio to be heavily weighed on them. They could just turn out to be runners, but that insurance industry also has its own challenges of being slowed and bogged down by several other things, including regulatory requirements, of course, especially now that they want them to increase their capital base. The problem with increasing capital base is share dilution that comes. So all that they might have built over the years might just be watered down by dilution. Okay, so in that light, you may want to take Veritas Cap as long as it's under 2 naira. Not bad at all, but you've got to put on your patience garment. Coach, please, what's your take about sovereign trust insurance? Well, I do not spend too much time researching penny insurance stocks because of lack of time. So I always play safe. If I do not have a stock and it does not attract me too much, I don't have much to say about it. Sovereign trust, the last time I checked, I think it wasn't bad. I think it's among the healthy penny insurance stocks. But in this season of insurance industry recapitalization exercise, we do not know if they will be swallowed up. Love of your life says, please talk about M benefits, coach. M benefits is actually one of my top 3 penny insurance stocks based on the books and the fact that they favor retail insurance. You know, that is more like a very assured revenue stream. That's one thing I like about M benefits. They do not depend on institutions, and so that customer base is constant and will remain for so long. All right, that's one good thing I saw about M benefits. And if you check the numbers as well, they do very well. In fact, when I did a comparative analysis between M benefits and ICO insurance, I could tell you I would go for M benefits all day because of how wonderful the numbers look. All right, so M benefits, Conhall, and ICO are my top 3 penny insurance stocks, if I'm not forgetting or missing out on anything. Happy investors, loving people, birds of the same feather flock together. Be good to mankind like our humble mentor and coach. Kindly hit the like button. Over 580 views and less than 50 likes. Okay, you see, when you work with smart minds, they analyze every situation. That's Packwell on YouTube, analyzing the situation, viewership versus likes, and obviously unimpressed with the level of likes on YouTube. You see, that's a very, very committed member of the Network Investors Club, always bubbly, full of life, always excited, and of course, why not? The excitement and the cheer will eventually make even the portfolio look more cheerful. I'm sure you'll be seeing results. That's why we tell people, do not ever try something and be thinking negative. We don't think negative here. We don't think losses here. We stay positive and force the situation in our favor. All right? Thank you very much, Packwell. I see you there. Coach, how does foreign investors participate in NGX considering, I'm sure that's it, they don't have NIN or BVN, Murtala? Well, you have a special arrangement where those, I would say, KYC requirements are confirmed from them. You know, the world is a global village, and countries who easily globalize make the most of it. So even if you are requiring nationals to invest, to have BVN and all of those things, NIN and all that, you also have a way of issuing it to foreign companies, particularly because FPIs are always institutional investors. And every government needs investors in their homeland. It may interest you to note that some African countries are now border-free as far as African nationals are concerned. As a Nigerian now, you can go to Rwanda visa-free, right? So that they attract investors to come and invest. So they can always, they have what they require from them. They know the KYC procedures they use to, assess these companies or FPIs before they even HNIs before they come in to invest. So it's not one size fits all as far as the rules or the requirements are concerned. Okay? And of course, it's always institutions, company names, that's corporate names that they use to invest. So that's the point. Please, how do one join the club? Mbeni, all you need to do if you want to join Network Investors Club, follow me on Instagram, send me a DM and requesting to join the club. Finish. We'll send you the link, it's free. Just follow the instructions in the link to join. Please, if you join Network Investors Club, do not, I repeat, do not respond to anyone who comes into your DM using my photo. Those are criminals. Please, the entire procedures and structure of the club is meant to save you the harassment and the problems of scammers. That's why it is a do-it-yourself club. So nobody should lure you out of the group to go and start downloading an app to open an account. What we don't discuss in the open, we don't discuss secretly. Okay? So if we say we are using Atlas portfolios, we are using AfriInvest, Meristem, Chapel Hill, whatever stock brokerage firm, you can do your research and be sure it's a stockbroking firm. And also, what we found the scammers do is they go ahead to send you a private account name and number. So I don't know how you are investing in the stock market, but you are sending money to a private account. Please run away from such. We are not that unsmart. I don't want to use a derogatory word. So we are not that unsmart not to be able to read between the lines and identify or detect something wrong. You can't tell me I want to invest, then you are sending me an account to spend. Are you the stockbroker in the first place? Are you a stockbroker? What's the name of your stockbroking firm? So why is it not coming in the name of the company? Why is it coming to a private account? Even if it's a corporate account they send to you, please do your due diligence, ask questions openly. Okay? We want you safe. That's why even the link expires after a while, so that it doesn't just, it's not all over the place and then every Tom, Dick, and Harry comes in there to scam people. Please be safe, and I will not come to your DM for the first time. I will only be responding because you sent me a DM, because there are so many fake accounts. We've done blocking of accounts severally. And then I did a video about how Nigerians can access loan facility abroad to invest. It's not for Nigerians in Nigeria, please. That thing is purely for those who are working and living abroad and have good credit score. If you don't have a good credit score, there's no need attending that session, because we are talking about people who can use their good credit score to get facility at very low interest rate to now use. So we guide them on where to invest, show them different asset classes that they can put the money while repaying the loans at their own convenience. Then whatever they invested in continues to build and grow, so that even if they don't do any other thing, that could serve as one major retirement machine. All right? So if you are not abroad and you are not on a good credit score, you don't need that. And it's a paid session. But someone went and started sharing a WhatsApp number that they should contact the person using my face. Please run away from such. You get the details by inquiring on Instagram, or you see the message when you ask I want. That's all. Please. And it has limited chance. Now, we are aware even the payment system is on Paystack. It's not a private account. Please, please, please stop falling into the hands of scammers. I don't know. They stay by, they see me make a video, then they go and supply account number or WhatsApp number to put people. There is no WhatsApp group. There is no group for this thing. The meeting is holding in a special session that has not been also shared. So please be safe, okay? All right, justice for me with no access to loan in abroad. Coach, find the table crumbs for us. Somebody listening to Dr. B. Rich will think that she doesn't know what to do, or she doesn't know her way around the market. This is one billionaire medical practitioner in the making. I can assure you that. She has an eye for spotting fantastic deals, making up her mind, sieving through the noises and information, and coming up with fantastic results. That's Dr. B. Rich there. Dr. B. Rich, I remember sharing the group that she has worked out on some stocks and got into Dangote Cement. And look at the Dangote Cement today. Dr. B. Rich, don't worry, not everybody can be deceived by these your words. How do I join the class? 2712. Send a DM on Instagram. Okay? Coach, I have 400K to invest. I have PZ and Cornhole. I want to add new one stock for long. What's the value of your portfolio annulled? If you have PZ, top up that PZ with the 400K. There's no need adding another one unless you have 1 million PZ. Because after now, PZ is going to 120, 150 as well. Let's also remember the 31st of this month shall be the financial year end for PZ. So we're going to be expecting their result, full year result, next month. And of course, if the numbers look great as anticipated, it could blow above 100. Remember, it already touched 108, pulled back to 93, 95, 97 now, and could just be on its way back up. Coach, I have 2.5 million fresh funds. I have MTN and UBA. I'm looking to add a new stock to my portfolio. 2.5 million fresh funds. You have MTN and UBA, new stocks. Well, I shared on the Discord group, some stocks were looking good, almost like, okay, good entry prices for now. What are those stocks? I mentioned WAPCO, I mentioned Aradel, I mentioned NGX. What are the other stocks I mentioned also? Even PZ is looking like it's at a good buy zone. Of course, I mentioned MT and I mentioned that right here, right? So you have 2.5 million, you have 10 million, you have 5 million. Check yourself. Some stocks that you bought at very good entry prices, but you bought very little. Go back and top them up, even if they look like they are running, because your enterprise, even if you are averaging up, will not be the same price it is today. So better for you. Okay, a lot of times you don't need new stocks added to your portfolio. You need to top up what you already have, so that going forward, the next dividend coming will be fatter than the last one you received. Then every 1 naira gain bags you 500,000, 1 million naira, 5 million naira, depending on the quantity you have. Okay? Ladies and gents, don't watch tantalizers disappear. Have you seen FT and Coco showing a few skills left, right, and center? All right. That's why we have it in our 1 million challenge stock. You can see what RT Briscoe is doing already. Congratulations for everyone who bought RT Briscoe at 3 naira. I saw it doing 15 or 16 this morning. Congratulations. Hello, coach. Name it or Mayan Baker. Also, is First Bank a good buy? I do not think First Bank's rise, and they smartly did that. Do you know the First Bank report was worse than UBA's report? But UBA gets punished the most. First Bank published the worst result compared to UBA. Okay, but what happened? Why is First Bank still gaining? Because they published a first quarter result that looks better. So people are buying into the future as far as First Bank is concerned. There is a chance it could pull back. So for me, based on the question you have asked, I was asked on Instagram by, now I can't find, okay, Cuckoo, First Bank, hold on a bit, wait for a pullback. Then between Nemeth and Mayan Baker, of course, they are both different in terms of size. Even if they are in the same pharmaceutical industry, name it, is a baby where May and Baker is. So if you are looking for growth, you go in for May and Baker. If you're looking for value, you go for name it. Value in the sense that it is trying to grow. It's not yet where May and Baker is. So it will need more patience. But I think after all the mess they've gone through, talking about name it, they are trying to now do the right things. And it looks like even the stock price is trying to adjust accordingly in their favor. Okay, so that's my take on that. Hello, coach. I have 450k shares of May and Baker, and I have 550k shares of UBA. Can I sell the May and Baker to complete UBA 1 million shares? That's a brave move, and honestly, that could pay you handsomely. But if you can source the money elsewhere, I could still advise don't sell your May and Baker. But if you decide long term, 1 million shares of UBA, wonderful. We will be here when UBA jumps to 18 naira at the appropriate time. And so what looks like a 40 million naira or 42 million naira worth of stock today could just become an 18 naira stock. After all, First Bank is doing 70 something, is it? Or 60 something, nearly 70 or so. So that could be a master stroke at some point. The ball is in your court. Ashley says, why is your live more entertaining than my TV? Don't know. Coach, has Aradel paid final dividend? Wealth magnet, I am suspecting you seriously. You want to position yourself for the dividend? Well, they haven't paid final dividend and we are expecting something great, right? Okay, so there goes Ashley being blocked right away without sentiments. We do not want distractions here, and if you come and confuse yourself, then you get blocked straight up. All right. Coach, thanks for your advice on First World Cup. Bought 62 naira last week Monday. Okay, Jack Solar, that's it. We've seen this play out over and over again, and we will not be here and go sentimental about this. We'll tell you everything going on and tell you possibilities and play out the scenarios that could play out, and then you make the best choice for yourself. Okay? Mimi the brand says, good day, coach. Please, what stock can I buy with 5 million? I have 3K Dank Cement, 25 UACN and UBA as well. Mimi the brand, do you have Aradel? Because currently Aradel looks interesting. Having pulled back from around the 2000 plus it got to, it's looking interesting again. If you ask me, bag yourself some Aradel. And then the beautiful part of it is you can even you will qualify for the final dividend they're about to announce. And I've said it before, I'm thinking 35 naira to 45 naira final dividend per share for Aradel. They are that good. I'm trying to be conservative, so I go as low as 35 naira and then to 45. If they do more than that, that will be seriously surprising. Okay, so go in for your Aradel. And then another beauty about Aradel is you will qualify also, of course, for the interim. So you stand to gain 2 dividends this year from that one company because they've not paid their final dividend, and if you buy now, you qualify for the final, even if the final dividend is meant for the 2025 financial year. You will qualify, and then of course 2026 interim dividend will be paid around October, November again. Okay, coach, please talk about Access Bank. Well, Access is suffering from the neglect of shareholders when they did not mention at all in their report that they were not going to pay dividend. And afterwards, I saw them explaining away at TV stations. Well, that's about that. That is now past. We now look forward to greater things to come. So they've been punished, rightly so, all the way till last week. Even last week, Access Corporation sold at 23 naira before closing at that price, 23.60 on Friday. But now it's up to 24.80. So you can't overflog even a disobedient child, right? There comes a time when you say it's enough, or you too will even get tired of flogging. So that is the case with this stock called Access. Thank you so much, Coach. Please, what's the best enterprise for Aradale? I think I saw it at 1,008. That's not bad considering it sold as low as 170 last time, though it closed at 1,880. Let's see, it's currently 1,820. Let's check the bid and offer status. We have still more offers, 703,000 offers versus 363,000 bids. All right. Oluwaseyi says, your take on FCMB. Well, I've always been unimpressed with FCMB, and that has not changed at all. Why? Because FCMB continues to underperform, and even when it looks like they've made some very good strides in terms of profitability, they still do not reward shareholders well enough, and so the price continues to linger and is still at 1140. So it's difficult to grow your money through FCMB. It was the same price with Fidelity many years back, when both were selling at 2 naira 50 kobo, then 4 naira, then 7 naira 50 kobo, and so on. But from that 7 naira range, the gap began to expand between the two, because Fidelity went on to continue to reward shareholders, and that's one of my biggest attraction to Fidelity. They have a very generous dividend culture. They pay dividend twice, like the big boys. And the last interim dividend they paid was as high as 85 kobo per share, almost 1 naira, before all of this reset that is going on in the banking sector. So I see them coming back to that, but will they be punished before that time? We'll wait to see their full year results. But if they are smart, they can publish a good first quarter result as well, if they do well in the first quarter, just like it's happened with First Bank now. Very disappointing full year result, where they had to provision NPL for NPL about 700 billion. Then now, first quarter is looking promising, so everyone now hops in and stays there. So if Fidelity comes up with a very good first quarter result, even if no matter how bad the second quarter is, get set, we'll just rally again. Okay, ladies and gents, I hope you've got your Beja paints. I don't know what's going on. Nearly 1 million Beja paints has been traded. This was a stock I started talking about when it was at 40 or so. It's now doing 116 naira. Beja paints. People will say, oh, and that's why I think we need to be careful about picking all sorts of what you call social media language. Oh, this stock is what do they call it now? Illiquid. The so-called illiquid stock has traded 931 million shares today, and current bid is 548,000 bids, 318,000 offers. How many can you buy now at 116? It was at 40. And the people were saying, oh, it's illiquid, it's illiquid, it's illiquid. It is illiquid. They have traded nearly 1 million shares today. Stop concerning yourself with social media jargons. Yes, it's not very good to buy illiquid stocks, but please, please, please. We know what we're doing when we mention these stocks. This is a stock with very low shares outstanding. Are you aware? Can you understand why it appears illiquid? Low shares outstanding means it is possible for them to easily do a bonus. or keep increasing dividends because they are making real money. The paint manufacturing industry making real money. Before our very eyes, cap ran from 60 naira to over 200 naira. And because they could not pursue cap anymore, they are chasing after Beja paints. And here we are, illiquid stock, 116. So if you bought 40 naira, as illiquid as it was that time, you could have sold at 111 naira peacefully because there are over 100 naira because there are over 200,000 shares now bidding to buy at 100 naira and above the same Beja paint. Why are all these people coming now to buy? Maybe they have now seen the possibility, the potential of a bonus that I saw earlier, because the capital base must increase. They can't continue to remain with a small capital base, and so two options is either they do rights issue, public offer, or they issue bonus shares. Please, you don't need to know everything. That's why I'm here. Okay? You glean from the experiences of 28 years and enjoy, because I can't use all the experience by myself. Even if I have billions, I can only invest the one that I can invest in with the limited resources. Now, if I share with you more resources growing out of the knowledge that we share, and not only myself, that's why we are such a fantastic club. You know what they say about birds of the same feather flocking together. That's it. You come to Network Investors Club, you get help anyhow. Some of the stocks we are recommending that you are making money on, we didn't buy it because we were short of cash that time. But we don't hold back, because I've come to learn the market is dynamic. It's like a bus station. You miss one opportunity, one bus comes and leaves before you arrive the bus station, another will soon arrive. So relax yourself. This is not where greed thrives. There's no need. Okay? The sky is spacious enough to accommodate as many stars as possible. Coach, what's your take on Dangote Cement? Precious Akachuku. I think you have not been in the group. If you hear my take on Dangote Cement, you will go and buy it at 1,100. But, well, last week I shared with us, and then I even did a video. Some of you might have seen the video, how Dangote Cement is about to get listed in the London Stock Exchange. That alone, enough reason for the stock to rally, just like we saw GT hitting 100 naira for the first time because they went and got listed. Now, this is pre-listing run. Post-listing run or listing run will still come. And what are the points I was trying to make? First, I noticed Dangote, and I've been saying it since last year, Dangote has been buying back their shares, buying back their shares, buying back their shares, thereby effectively eliminating anything called poor per share metrics. All right. Then on top of that, Dangote Cement, having opened a new cement plant, makes it in Cote d'Ivoire last year, make it 11 cement plants across African nations. On top of that, they declared 45 naira per share dividend that is not due yet. So anybody who is buying now still qualifies. On top of that, that London Stock Exchange are going to get listed on. Most of the stocks there, you know, that market is saturated, very developed. They've arrived and they've seen everything. So dividend yield there is between 1.5% and 3%. So when they see Dangote Cement with all the prospects and the fact that that company has a dividend yield of about 5 or 7%, right? It will be like, wow. So they will rush in and buy at whatever price. Don't forget, it's still not up to $1 per share. How much is $1 again to Naira? 1,003, 1,004. Dangote Cement is just doing 1,001 now. But I kept saying this share buyback Dangote Cement is doing is going to check the old YouTube videos. They are there. The live streams last year. Then Dangote Cement was selling for 400 and 800 and so on. What do we have today? 1,000. So it closed on Friday, full bid, 1,088 naira, up from the 900 and something that it was. Now it's at 1,180. Problem everywhere. 1,180 naira per share. You can't believe this. And this transaction that just happened now, someone bought 31,384 shares. Let me just share with you what that translates in cash. 31,000, just hold on a bit, 31,384 shares of Dangote Cement just traded this very minute at a price of 1,180 naira is about 37 million naira. One person in 1 second just click the mouse, boom, 37 million gone. Dangote Cement bagged. 37 million naira on this spot. It's still there. I'm still looking at it. 1,180 naira per share. And of course, you know what I say all the time. If you think you have money, come to the stock market. Come to the stock market. This market will humble you. Okay, ladies and gents, we are now at the 1 o'clock hour mark. And so we're going to be taking your comments your calls on TikTok. Shall we proceed straight away with the calls right now? Please keep your environments quiet as we entertain your calls. Your name and where you're streaming from. Good afternoon. We will not entertain noises. Good afternoon. Please tell us your name and where you are streaming from. Streaming from Warri, Delta. Hello from Delta State, Warri. Thank you for joining. You are our first caller today. Congratulations. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, Coach. I'm so grateful for the knowledge that you are giving out on this platform.
Thank you.
My
pleasure.
My portfolio is a bit over diversified, and I have PZ and then down sugar. So I'm thinking of offloading one so that I can acquire volume in the other one. But the two, they are looking very good right now. I'm not sure which of them to offer.
What else do you have in your portfolio?
I have tea. And I also have a little bit of Arab that's not much. I'm just holding that to one, not for the sake of having Arab actually.
How many Dangote sugar? How many PZ?
One sugar 3,800. Then PZ 2,622.
I think you should hold the two of them and possibly top up whenever you have fresh funds.
Okay.
This is not the time to give one for the other. The reason is both are in the fast-moving consumer goods sector, and it's actually good to hold tight to both because, they're going to be both amazing.
Okay, sir.
So I don't want you to miss out on it. Now, to solve the over-diversification worry, all you need to do is just top up with fresh funds whenever you get some more money.
But I actually have some funds, but I'm planning to top up on tea because the weight is flying right now. I don't even understand this.
You don't have enough tip. You are not satisfied. You are not satisfied with the number of tip you have yet.
I have just about 10,000. I've not even started.
Oh, now I see. Okay. Can top up on tip.
Okay. And this current price?
I doubt if you should top up at this current price. You've got to wait for it to dip.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. My pleasure. Now, the next person standing by, okay, she's gone. All right. Okay, so we go on to the next caller. Please keep your environments quiet. We don't want noises that will interrupt communication.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon. Please tell us your name.
My first time. Well, I have quite a number. I'll just go straight to
Hold on a bit. Your name and where you're streaming from.
I'm so sorry. My name is Barbara. I'm calling from the United Kingdom.
Barbara from the UK. Thank you for joining. Please proceed.
So I'm new to investing in the stock market. I just literally started like November last year. I haven't done much, but I have quite a lot of penny stocks in my portfolio and quite some, I think, healthy stocks as well. I have MTN, GTCO. I just bought Julius Pedro last week when you said it was a good buy. I have OneCo. Yeah, OneCo Lafarge. I have MTN, UBA, and Zenith. Yeah. So my question now is the penny stocks. I have over 26 penny stocks.
Goodness gracious.
What? I went crazy. I went crazy with this stocks. I just didn't know what to do. I think at that point I was a bit confused what I should do because the money I wanted to invest wasn't so much. So I think I would just probably spread it across as many penny stocks.
What a spread! Goodness me.
So now I'm thinking of which ones to offload.
You are muted. Holy.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So I have Lasaco, I have Mutual Benefits, I did buy FTN Coco as well. I have
Are you looking at a list?
Well, I have quite a number of them. I'm just asking, does it make sense for me to just offload those ones and just consolidate the amount and just
offload? Because if the first two you mentioned is two insurance companies, offload every penny insurance stock except Mutual Benefits, Cornhall, and ICO. Every other penny insurance, throw them in a dustbin.
Okay. I also have a bit of NACO. I have James Bank and Wema Bank and UAC. Should I still keep those ones or just offload everything as well? Please
hold tight to those ones. Those are strong names. It looks like you are afraid of the prices of those ones, and that made you spread into much more pennies. All the good companies you called earlier, including the Zenith and all the other ones, keep.
Okay.
What other penny is there? Outside insurance.
FTN Coco.
Keep. Long term. Keep. It's on full bid now. Keep. 41 million bids, no offers.
I think, okay, I'll get rid of Lasaco. Then I did buy a bit of Okomo. I didn't buy a lot of Okomo and Aradale. I wasn't too sure. I can assure
you, it's those big companies now that are holding down the portfolio from really collapsing. They are defensive stocks, so build on those defensive stocks.
Okay.
They look expensive, but that's where the money is.
Okay, and I think I also have Beja Paints. Yeah.
Beja is not a penny, so that's okay.
Yeah, so I think I bought that one at 48 naira when it was 48 naira. So
100 and something now.
Yeah, I just checked this morning.
Congratulations.
I'll just evaluate the price. I'll get rid of all the penny insurance stock.
Save your life fast.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure. Please, nobody makes that mistake. Thank God she called in. She will see the difference, because you will see that the money was tied down in those stocks for nothing, whereas the big guns continues to climb. Because money first chases safety, and at that point doesn't care about price. So they put a lot more in the pricey but very strong companies. That's how to do it. Okay. Hello. Good afternoon, Godje.
sir. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Tell us where you're streaming from.
My name is Godwin from Ghana.
Godwin from Ghana. We're excited to have you all the way. Akwaba.
This time.
Great. Go ahead, Godwin.
I joined the stock market just last month.
All right. You mean you started investing last month?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wanted to observe my portfolio to see if they are okay. And
how many stocks do you have? You know?
I have
We've lost him there.
5 stocks.
5 stocks. Mention them very quick.
Zenith, MTN, Dan Sugar, May and Baker, Abbey Mortgage. Those are the 5 I have.
Throw away Abbey Mortgage
Okay.
and top up one of them. The rest are okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
2712 says, why chicken they cry? Chicken is crying at Jojo's end. Jojo has muted his mic. Hello, Jojo.
That's me, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
It's not you.
No, it's not me.
Oh my God.
Sir.
Good afternoon. Please go ahead. Your name and where you're streaming from.
I'm Jojo from Edo State. I have like a few stocks at my portfolio, and I have like 500,000 to invest fresh funds, and I have Zenith, I have GTB, I have Tips, I have UBTC rates, and I also have UBA. So I'm a bit confused on what to to spend 500 on to top up.
Mention those stocks again. They are not too much, so we can think about them again. UBA, UPDC rate, Zen.
I have Boa Food, Zenith, UBTC rates, and UBA, GTCO, and Aradel.
How many Aradel do you have?
I think I have over 500 units of Aradel.
Put all the money in Aradel. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. That will qualify him for more dividends that he would have received. Aradel also is pulling back, or has pulled back from the 2,000 plus it was, so he's buying at a cheaper price now. Then dividend per share will increase. Now, if Aradel goes back to 200, he makes more money on his existing and new Aradel he will be buying. See that? Please don't come with a big portfolio to discuss, because we don't do portfolio rebalancing in the live stream. I just took these ones that are just few to advise. Portfolio rebalancing, you can do it in the group, or if you want your real situation to be considered, you want us to really plan exactly what's best for you, depending on what your investment goal is, how you intend to form the account and grow, what your target is. Then you want to book a one-on-one quick strategy session with me, but that's paid. That's no longer going to be free. Okay. So let's go ahead. Please talk about African Prudential. Nothing else to say. One of the companies that have actually tried under the Tony Elumelu group. They've done their fair share of rewards for shareholders by paying consistent dividends, and then did a wonderful one-for-one bonus. So they will continue to hover around that 13 and 15 range for a while because of the dilution that the one-for-one bonus has given. But over time, themselves and UCAP, coming from the same family, will eventually thrive. Don't forget, they were amongst the 3 companies that were spawned off the former UBA group. So enough reward for shareholders so far. Okay, so let's go on to the next caller. Meanwhile, little by little, the likes of UPDC REITs now touching 9 naira per share, climbing even higher. though not too many bids at 9 naira. Then you also have Union Homes REIT. This one will go through a repricing. I think I've mentioned it before. Maybe the market is now taking note. Currently selling at 74, even though it may not change at the end of the day. Coach, please, do I reinvest my NIDF and UBDC REIT dividend in these companies or another? 700K. Reinvest in your existing stocks. And one of the funny things I saw today, NIDF was on full bid. Let's see. That rarely happens. Is it that institutional money is going after NIDF lately? Let's see again what the status is. It closed at 129 naira last week. It's at 140 naira. NIDF, ladies and gentlemen, continues to be on full bid. Are you not surprised? But after all said and done, only 11,000 shares have been traded. Oh my God. Okoye Onyinye says, good afternoon, Coach. Please, where would you advise I put 5 million? I have MTN 400 units, RDL 100 units, Zenith 1006, GT Bank 1000. Do you think I should put the whole 5 million in MTN or RDL only? Or maybe you should split it amongst those two, because MTN may run away and become more expensive, and RDL as well. Knowing that their full year and first quarter results is about to be published. I expect a blowout there, so split between the two. The quantity of shares you are buying are small. Avoid overspreading, so top up on those two. Thank you. Go on to the next caller. Let's have a conversation. Keep your environments quiet so we don't get distracted. How much is the one-on-one session? Make your inquiries on Instagram. Tolu Ibrahim. Just send a DM on Instagram. Hello, good afternoon. Your name and where you're streaming from. Okay. My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. No.
Coach.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry. But if you were to look at UBA, even if it was something that one was looking into, would you still advise?
Yes. Obviously. You can go in with fresh funds. Now that will give you, the behavior of UBA is that it buys you time. PZ will not give you that time because year end is this month's end, and then next month the result is out. So you get in early, stay there to enjoy the ride that comes after the very good result being expected. Then you can now turn your attention to UBA later, which will remain lenient wherever it is at the moment, 40, 42, 40, 42, but it will fly like a thief in the night as well, especially if GTCO remains where it's gone to already, driving Zenith to follow, with First Bank already jumping from their first quarter result. So you are executing well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Coach. Do have a lovely day. Thank you very much.
And you too. Ladies and gents, someone just bought tip, 39 naira 45 kobo. 39 naira. This was me saying tip is a 15 naira stock maybe next year. Here you are, almost 40 for a stock that was selling at 5 naira a year ago. Interesting, isn't it? Your WhatsApp link is not working. Mr. Victor, forget WhatsApp link for now. They are working on an automated system so they get rid of all those issues. That WhatsApp business line was blocked by Meta. I'm sure it was compromised. You know, all these hackers are all over the place struggling for one thing or the other, but they will never succeed, okay? So follow any other means. Follow the Instagram link, Meet Media, DM me direct. Thank you very much. Next caller, let's see. No limits, are you there?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, your name and where you're streaming from?
Good afternoon. Yeah, this is Smart Promise from Kano.
Smart Promise from Kano.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome, we're excited. Go ahead.
I sincerely want to appreciate you for all you do.
Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear, go ahead.
Thank you. I sincerely want to appreciate you for all you do and your help to humanity. I just want to say thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I have a couple of stuff. Yes, I have a couple of stuff, but I just want to ask a question on the UPD series. I actually have, yes, I have over 200,000 units, and I was paying dividend, but what I got was 1,600 plus. I really don't know what happened, and I actually bought even before April.
How many UPDC REITs do you have? Your environment is too noisy for us.
Hello?
Where is that noise coming
Not
from?
here, sir.
Okay, don't worry. I've muted the fellow. Go ahead.
Yes, I have 253 UPDC REITs.
253,000. How much did they pay? 30 kobo per share, right?
Yeah, I got 1,600 plus. That's what.
Just hold on. Hold on. They paid 30 kobo per share, right? So you were supposed to get 75,900 gross. If they take out,
Yes, sir.
if they take out 10% withholding tax, you would have been due 68,310. And you received 1,000 something.
Yes, sir. 1,600 and something naira. Yes, sir.
Give it 2 weeks from the date of payment. If you don't receive the full payment, then you write the
Yes, sir.
Registrars and make sure you put your stockbroker in copy.
Okay, sir. All right, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I'm really grateful.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. My God, me, are you there? Your environment is quite noisy. You want to go away from the noise and unmute your mic. While we're waiting for you, we'll take on other callers. Hello.
Hi, Coach.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you're streaming from?
My name is Ore. I'm calling from the US.
Ore from the US. We are glad to have you. Please go ahead. EC Beauty says, Coach, can I reduce my access and buy RDL for long-term investment? Yes, you can. Very well. Hello, Ore. Are you there?
Okay. Coach, and I have 125,000 units of that until I have 1,000. I just recently joined, and I was hoping to talk to you because I currently have 3.2 million that I'm looking to invest. So I'm curious as to, is it advisable I top up any of those or buy new stuff? And because I'm going in long term, I also intend to top up 250k monthly. how my finances go.
I missed the initial part of your brief. Could you restart?
Oh, okay. So I said I have tip and I have charm. So I have tip of 12,000 and I have charms of 125,000, and I just recently started. Right. So currently I have 3.2 million naira that I'm looking to invest, and because I'm going for long term, minimum of 3 years, I'm curious as to, would you suggest I top up what I currently have or go for something new? And because I'm also considering topping up with 250,000 naira monthly.
All right, this is what we can do. Go for something new.
Okay.
Top up what you already have with the monthly remittances or whatever you call it. That's because it's not good to chase tip now. Tip is flying. You need it to pull back and cool off. Wherever it cools off, you buy some more and keep buying some more. I would have said buy more tip, but because of the monthly funding that you are making available, you can sort that out that way. Even charms is on full bid today, meaning you can't even get charms today. So you wait for them to cool off, especially that tip. Just accumulate enough. For the 3.2 million,
yes,
I would say go between PZ and Aradel, pick one, because they haven't paid their dividend. So even if you are buying now, you qualify for whatever dividend is declared. Aradel and PZ, because you need something much more defensive for your portfolio at this point.
Okay.
So which are you going for?
So either one that I go for, I should put all of
Pump
the
in everything there. Yes.
Okay. And the price that it's currently selling for is good.
Aradel, like I said, just pulled back from 2,000 plus and looks good to get in at 1,800, which it is selling for at the moment. Oh, I'm seeing bids at 1,888. And the lowest offer is 1,993. Or you go for PZ, that's also pulling back from 108 naira, currently 99. It was 97 while we were live a few minutes ago, but I think the last transaction was at 99. So you could still put in a bid at 97.50 or 97.75, just to be amongst the top bracket, because the highest bidder currently for a PZ is 98.75.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate your
you,
time.
my pleasure, Ore.
All right, sir.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye-bye, sir. You as well.
Bye. Well done, coach. Is it okay to sell LLX at 17% loss and grow the money elsewhere in the meantime? Idris Yusuf, it is absolutely okay to do that. Absolutely. Please, which platform are you using? Amy Wealth? I'm not using a platform. I'm using the brokerage firms trading portal. What do you think about LLX, sir? LLX needs time to rediscover itself and focus on growing organically. I hope you get the message. First quarter looks okay compared to last, and that's because they acquired the company last year, and they just need time. They need time to grow. My God, me, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, coach.
Okay, there's a lot of noises on the background. Just away with the noise and let's go ahead. Where are you streaming from and your name?
Yeah, I'm streaming from Athens, Greece.
All right, the name is? Your name, sir?
My name is Peter. You can also call me Talented.
Mr. Peter from Athens in Greece. Thank you for joining. Please proceed.
Okay, coach. Coach, thank you for all you have been doing for us. I appreciate so much. Coach, there is something that is confusing me. I think you are in the best place to help me out about it. I bought FCMB public offer at, is it 10 naira last year? So now they have allocated the shares. So what I've been seeing in my portfolio now as purchase price is 12 naira plus, while I bought it at 10 naira in public offer. So I was confused. I don't know.
What brokers platform are you seeing that? What stock brokers platform are you seeing that?
Cowrie Asset Limited.
Let me explain what happened. You asked them to dematerialize your public offer that you bought so you can see it in your statement. And they did. But you didn't supply them the buy price. So they, at the time of imputing it for you to be able to see it on your dashboard, they used the price of FCMB on that day. So it doesn't take any cash from you. It only distorts your portfolio valuation. So you can email them to say, listen guys, that 12 naira you put there is not the entry price, and I want it corrected. I bought the stock at 10 naira or whatever. How much did you say you bought it again?
I bought it at 10 naira.
Beautiful. So just relax and follow this instruction. Email Cowrywise, tell them to change that entry price of FCMB to 10 naira because that's what you bought your FCMB. That you do not want your portfolio valuation to be distorted, because at the 12 they put it now, it's almost looking like you bought at a loss. You are not losing any money. This is just for the records. So do that and let them correct it. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
What's your take on Sterling Bank? Is it a good stock? Well, Sterling Bank is not loved by the market, and we, of course, can see the reasons why. They've not been very, very rewarding for shareholders after all said and done. Sir, please, what do you think about Tantalizers? Wealthy Kelechi Tantalizers, one of the 1 million challenge stocks that will do wonders. I'm just patient here. I have more than... Anyway, let me keep quiet. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
Ijoma Williams, streaming from Port Harcourt, sir.
Ijoma from Port Harcourt. We're excited to have you. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Coach, for all you do for mankind. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
A quick one, Coach. My portfolio is kind of red, but anyway, I'm hoping for a greener portfolio. I'm kind of confused. I have Zenith Bank, just few units, I think 635, UBA 5,000 units, and Tantalizer 10,000. So I want to be topping up every month. I'm a salary earner, 30 to 50K monthly. So I'm kind of confused if I should leave the Zenith Bank for now and maybe concentrate on UBA and Tantalizers.
I think so as well, because you'll be able to amass enough more before they pick up in price. And don't be discouraged. The red you see today will soon be gone, especially if you are a long-term investor. Stay calm,
Yes,
stay focused, and enjoy the journey.
So should I top up on the UBA and the Tantalizer? Or
Absolutely.
Okay, UBA and Tantalizer.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Then second question, a friend from Zimbabwe, he actually wants to invest in the Nigerian stock market. But I was like, you should hold on, let me get some information before I get back to you. So if someone from Zimbabwe wants to invest in Nigeria, what and what do they require?
Actually, for now, they need a Nigerian bank account. So, you know, I'm thinking now, there are some Nigerian banks across Africa. If he can find a Nigerian bank in Zimbabwe, and I don't know, but the currency is different. So he needs a Naira account actually to invest. And I've had these questions from a lot of Cameroonians and some other Africans, Ghanaians, and so on. I need to speak with the NGX about this and find a way for them to now make it possible for cross-border trading. Just the same way we can invest in US stocks. And actually, the NGX is in touch with me. We are having a live session on Twitter soon, where we'll be entertaining some questions and all that. They are hosting me in a live session on Twitter. I mean, the Nigerian exchange group itself. So that's one thing I would want to discuss with them as well, because if the Nigerian market is open to more participants, whether they be Africans or wherever they're coming from, all the better for the Nigerian market and for you and me who are invested in it. So for now, he must have a Nigerian bank account, otherwise it's not possible.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So,
I think my last question has been answered in the course of the section.
All
Since
right.
I'm going for a long term, I guess I can top up at any price the market sells or when it goes deep.
Well, if you see a stock make a quick jump, hold on for the traders who bought that stock cheaper to sell. During their sell-off, it dips, then you buy.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Honestly, I've had a lot of Africans repeatedly on various of my DMs. I think they are impressed with how the Nigerian market is doing. And honestly speaking, Nigerian stock market is the biggest after Egypt, South Africa, and is it Morocco or Algeria? So we are not doing badly at all. And the kind of growth the Nigerian exchange is experiencing now, very soon will be at the top 2 or 3. So anything to help it flourish. For instance, the Dangote refinery is getting listed, I would say intercontinentally. It is going to be listed on 4 or 5 stock exchanges, or the IPO rather. It's going to be offered on 4 or 5 stock exchanges or 4 or 5 countries. Cross-border IPO that we have never seen come from Nigeria before. This is completely different from dual listing of a stock. So too many possibilities there. Okay. All right. Tantalizers may not really go under 4 naira anytime soon. That's coming from Dozier. Coach, please, what is happening with Zichis? Lucky in the BC? I don't know. Zichis is giving Tip a run for its money. I'm really not interested in. The thing is, we can't be in every stock. And if you have Zichis, no disrespect at all. Pursue, enjoy your wins. The first quarter numbers I hear looks good, and perhaps that's why the price is climbing. They sell eggs and chickens, and maybe they want to also diversify into other things. I don't know. So Zichis is flying. That's all we can say. Flora Tambari says I am in 81% profit on Tip in Tip. Awesome. Congratulations, Flora. Obviously, with what Tip is doing now, 15 naira is no longer a difficult price to attain. When those luxury trap says, good day, coach, I have 200k. Which stock should I buy today? There's a problem with asking like this. Which stock should I buy today? I have 200k. Which stock should I buy today? I have 10 million. It could make you buy stocks that you don't need, considering what you already have. And considering the fact what you already have, they are in little bits. So I will advise, use that 200k and top up any other stock that you have whose quantity is not much. I want to help everyone here to not invest the social media style of buying 1,000 shares, 250 shares, 500 this. Listen, if that is your level per time, I understand, because I used to buy like that. When I started off with the little I had, I started off like that. But the money is in the accumulation. So that if you have 1 million naira, you throw it into one stock and stay there. Instead of spreading 1 million on 10 stocks. Don't make that mistake. You won't enjoy what people are saying. You can join them and be dancing 400%. I made 400% on tip and be dancing. That you'll be doing like this. Yeah? Those dance steps. You are doing all of that. The 400% is only amounting to 25,000. Don't need that. Make good money. Okay? My people are laughing. Yes, they will be doing videos, short videos, and be doing all this dance. This one. You understand this dance? Don't dance empty dance. Make good money and watch others dance. All right? So accumulate. So dividend per share, and then capital gains. When it moves 1 naira, you are bagging 500,000, 10 million, 5 million. 1 naira gain, 5 million. That's what we're talking about here. All right? I know someone who decided to collect a facility, 100 million, to throw into WAPCO. One stock, 100 million. So if that person bought WAPCO at 150 naira now, WAPCO is doing 350 now. If he bought WAPCO 150 per share, now WAPCO is 350, more than double. 100 million has turned to 100 and something million within months. Okay, Kaka says big man dance. It's all right. Let's go on to the next caller, please. I hope you are enjoying yourself here as we progress. All right. Hello, Code Tantalizers or Charms. Which should I buy? Anyone. Both of them within the same price range, even if Tantalizers is more expensive. But Charms looks like it's on full bid now, so that will be difficult to buy today. Okay, those calls did not connect. Let me try some more. Hello, good afternoon. Your name and where you're streaming from.
Hello, coach.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you're streaming from.
Good afternoon. My name is Paul. I'm calling you from Canada.
Paul from Canada. Go ahead.
Yeah. Coach, I've been getting small question. Okay, just on the side, my portfolio was red before, but my wife's portfolio where I didn't manage. So the mistake I did on my own portfolio, I repaired it on our own portfolio. Funny enough, she's this ETF person. She don't really believe in me. She just comes upstairs, see me with a lot of books. Monday, she wakes me up and says, it's coach time. Wednesday is coach time. Friday is coach time. She woke me up now before going to work because she knows that I don't go to work as early when it is coach time. My 2 hours has to be for coach time because this is family investment. So her portfolio is over 100%. And she's tested me with about 4 million. That's in Naira, yeah.
Wow.
Because she wants to know, okay, what have you been doing? Let me see with this. Despite my portfolio has the likes of Tantis, Charms, and I have UBA. Although all of them, I have them in good quantity. Like I bought the tip public offer about 500 or so. It's yet to be allotted. You get? But it was on red before. This one I just look up because I don't care if it's on red. I'm a value investor. I see the fundamentals before I buy it. And I took 10% of what I know I can invest for speculative stock. You get? So I don't care about if Charms likes should be on red. From the look until now, Charms is on red about 20%. I really don't care about it. But my question is, let's just go straight to the point. I'm an enterprise investor. I'm looking at UBA. It's giving me some margin of safety when I looked at the intrinsic value of UBA. So I didn't look, say, very soon I will get some kind money, like that kind 20 or 30. Make I reason that UBA, just put it there. Because the margin of safety, all this noise, the traders are off UBA. It's the investors that are there now, right? So I'm thinking about putting a lump sum in UBA. What's your take on it? Because, and the reason why I'm skeptical is because banks used to really dilute their shares. That's one thing I don't really like about banks' shares. They dilute a lot. So that's why I'm saying, let me ask my boss. Make my boss tell me. And secondly, on the other hand too, I'm looking at Nigerian breweries. The same problem that Down Sugar has. That's what Nigerian brewery has. And Nigerian breweries did a right issue, trying to wipe away what they are, because what is taking most of their profits, that is because their fundamental is still perfect. What's taking most of their profit is the interest. Is foreign the money when they borrow. You get, let me say the way I understand it best. So they are paying interest on it. So the same issue that Down Sugar is coming from, that's where they're coming from. So I'm looking at it on the other hand. What's your take on Nigerian breweries? Because traders have gone away from such trouble. It's not investors that are sitting and balancing. It's boring. So what's your take on it?
First off, for Nigerian breweries, the journey will be further. They've not even done the capital raise, and they need that capital raise. They will do it. So further dilution on the way. It's not different from all other breweries stocks that all suffered foreign exchange losses. So yes, it may be trading low, but their debt needs serious servicing. And that's why they desperately need a capital raise. If you are now worried about dilution, then that's not where to go now. But as a long-term investor, you could decide to take a long-term position there. Nigerian breweries will eventually. Exactly. So with this kind of mindset, those are the kind of stocks to get into. You should also not be worried about dilution in UBA because, the banks have suffered too much dilution. That's why it's difficult to find a bank selling for 100 naira until most recently the trade that sells that much now. The truth is, they are in a strictly regulated sector, the financial services sector. And so they must comply with these things. Now, what you should be checking is, being a value investor, you should be checking for the book value. UBA's book value is over 100 naira per share. I've said it before. And what that simply means is you are paying 40 naira for a 100 naira product. Simple. And it's the same for most of the banks. They are trading below their book value. It's most recently the likes of GT and Zenith try to catch up and climb above 100. So as far as value accretion is concerned over time, you are going to be much more rewarded accumulating UBA. So you are in perfect order, nothing to worry. And then congratulations for the portfolio under management that you are doing well, 200% for your wife. Sometimes it's better that, it's better that yours is suffering and her own is gaining, because if it was the other way around, you would have been on judgment seat by now. Thank you very much.
Good part is good. Me now, if I say, then when I say let's invest, she's very skeptical, but now it's not like the family, we don't think of anything again. It's invest, because I'm proving myself right.
That's it. Well done. Thank you very much. You see, so if you are managing family finance, be careful and make sure that you are not, it's better for your portfolio to not do well, but let your spouse's portfolio be doing well. So that hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Mr. Chris, it's been a while. Nice to hear you. Go ahead. Chris from Lagos.
My name from Lagos. Coach, I want to actually call to thank you so much for everything. Thank you for opening my eyes. You know, I really appreciate true. Making money is easy.
Money is easy to make. Yes, sir.
I'm making it. My wife is making it. My sister is also making it. So
Awesome.
I really appreciate.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much for everything, Coach. Actually, I just called to appreciate you, Coach. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing
Thank
less.
you very much. I hope your wife's Zenith is doing well. I remember when you called in one day and asked, what should she buy? I said, buy Zenith.
Yeah.
How much was that Zenith again?
Yeah, she's still. You mean how much is in it?
How much did you buy that Zenith for her that time? I think it was, is it 50 something?
That was 40 something. That was
40 something. Yes.
That was 40 something.
Fantastic. So in case you are here doubting us, he bought Zenith. You know, he manages his wife's portfolio. Just like our brother in Canada just finished speaking, Paul. So he called in one day, I said, buy Zenith for her. 40 something, I think 48 or 46 or something like that. That is the Zenith selling for 126 or so now. Ladies and gentlemen, it was just about a year ago.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Coach, one more thing. I keep thinking, I've asked you this question before about my GT code.
Mm-hmm.
It's really small. I've been thinking if I should just sell it off and buy a UBA. Because it's not much.
What?
You know, my GT code. You know, I have GT code Zenith.
Yeah, if it's not much, there's no need holding on to it if you are not increasing it.
It's not really much. So, is that?
If it's not much, sell it off. You can't be all over the place and have pieces of stocks here and there, honestly.
Exactly, because that's it. That's the.
Just clean up. It's housekeeping.
Fewer units. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Coach. Thank you so much, Coach.
My pleasure. So let's get back here. Talia is asking on Instagram, says, how about you spread 10 million on 10 stocks? Or is it advisable to just buy one stock? And which would you advise? 10 million on 10 stocks is not bad. Not bad. But there are some of those 10 stocks, 1 million naira, because that means spreading 1 million per stock. There are some of those stocks, you spread 1 million is like a drop of water in an ocean. You see? So it depends on the cost per share of each of those stocks. You do not necessarily have to make it 10 stocks. You can make it 6 or 7. So you don't overspread, because there comes a time when 10 million on 10 stocks is overspreading. So do it 6 stocks or 7 max, and let the 10 million go to real work. Each time any of those 6 jumps, good money in the bag. I have a 33% loss on Lasaco at the moment. Am I good to sell? Omar, I think you may want to wait to see if you recover, if Lasaco recovers a bit, because I want to be sure. Oh my word. I think I just saw something here. WAPCO is going to close at 350 something naira today, because I just saw a 100,000 block transaction done and dusted. That changes the price from the 330 naira it closed on Friday and opened today. WAPCO officially will be closing at 350 something per share. Wow, awesome. Okay, so shall we take another comment? Another call, please. Let's do this together. Who's the next caller? Next caller. That should be Ami. After Ami, we have Love. And then after Love. Hello, good afternoon. How are you? Someone is excited. Tell us.
Sir,
beginning
if I
with.
didn't talk to you today, I would have cried. Because
Oh
I've been
my
trying to
God.
talk to you
We don't
since
want
last week Wednesday.
Really? I'm so sorry about that. And we're almost closing
it's
today.
okay.
It's good to have you. Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from, and on to your comments.
Okay, my name is Amarachi and I'm streaming from Abuja,
Abuja.
Ami from Abuja.
And-
Thank you for joining. Please progress.
Thank you for having me. I want to compliment you. I like your outfit. You're looking good out of
Oh,
corporate.
I'm looking like the Abuja people, right? Some days I think we should appear that way.
The Abuja started way
Thank
back.
you very much. I don't mean the packagers though. Not the packagers.
You're the original, your original.
Oh my gosh.
So, sir, I want to say thank you for your advice. Thank you for not being biased,
Okay.
Whether someone has 10 million, 1 million, 100,000, 10,000, you give us very good advice. So
Awesome.
I just want to say thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure.
And give me advice to get TIP and UBA last 2 months. I think it was in April.
Okay.
March. And I got it. And my eyes were going to tantalize us then. So it wasn't much like, I'm still upcoming now. Not million yet, but my hundreds of thousands, at least I used 400,000 to get the both of them. I stayed away from the stock market for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And coming back last week, Wednesday, I saw that the tip I got like 19 to 20 naira is now doing like 30 something. I'm like, Jesus, I wish I had more money to put. I almost cried. I thought it was malaria that was doing me. I had to keep my eyes very well. Like, what is happening here?
May we be struck by such malarias as long as it translates into money in our portfolio. Awesome.
Thank you, sir. No, I don't want to be struck with that malaria, please. It wasn't nice at all. So now I have some money. I have like 300,000, and I don't know if I should. TIP is flying.
Has tipped
It's
away.
flying from 20 something last week to 30 something. Only God knows what it's going to do tomorrow. So I don't know if I should go ahead with my tantalizer. I've been eyeing tantalizer, but you said hold on, don't be greedy. The principles which I love following. So now I don't know what to do. I still have UBA. I have just UBA and TIP.
How many UBA do you have?
5,500 for now.
5,005.
Yes, sir.
And you bought it higher than it is now?
Yes, sir, I did.
Good. I know you didn't want to.
Better.
I know you didn't want to stain the good side, but we are very frank here. You bought it at
Yes, sir.
48 or 50?
Yes, 49.
49. You have the chance to get back into that UBA and aggressively pack as much as possible. I know I use the word pack.
Okay.
You are going to officially and effectively lower your initial entry price. This method is a risk management approach. So you automatically lower your average cost price for the UBA. If you buy UBA today at 41, 40, whatever the price is now, your entry price for UBA will no longer be at 49 to drop to around maybe 48, 47, or even 46, depending on what quantity you are able to gather. That's what to do now.
So I should deploy the whole 300
Shoot.
to UBA. Okay, AK-47 loading.
Wonderful. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir. And please do let us know when the live will be going on. The one you have with NGX. I would really like
Oh
to
yes,
join.
I'll try to do. They are trying to contact me even now, but I can't leave these wonderful people. I will see them
Oh, no,
later.
we love
Thank you
so
very much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Ami, take care. Bye.
You too, sir. Bye.
We have Love waiting, and we will take the call from Love. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, Coach. My name is Love. I'm calling from Canada.
Love from Canada. We're glad to have you. Please progress.
So, I have not actually done anything. I just joined.
You are very
My
innocent.
husband is trying to connect me to you. So, I'm looking at trying to open up. I don't have any portfolio yet. I have like 10 million, so I'm seeking advice on which of the portfolio to go for.
Which of the stocks to invest in? I think you will need to first open your stock brokerage account. Have you decided
Yes,
on
I
that?
did open last week.
Beautiful.
But
What stock to
I'm still
buy?
waiting
What's
for
your
them to give me
investment
the
goal?
number. There's this number my husband said they will send to me.
CHN number and your login details, right?
Yeah.
Why not wait till then? Because as we speak now, they mention a stock to you. 1 week afterwards, it flies and you go and buy it, then it collapses and you're in red.
Oh no.
So what I want to advise you to do is send a DM on Instagram requesting for the link to join Net Worth Investors Club. Okay? Once you join, you can now keep pace with market developments and easily ask questions there, whether there is live stream or not.
Okay.
So that at the time you now have the cash, you know what exactly to put your money in.
Okay.
That's
My husband is there too, so I don't-
fantastic. You don't want to be there as he's there?
Okay.
All right.
I can join you.
So feel free. So in case the money comes in and you need a quick information, that's where to get that update from.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And that will also help her keep pace with market developments and at least follow the discussions, the conversations, the analysis going on, the fun that we have there. Please, if you are not in the Net Worth Investors Club, just send me a DM on Instagram to join. It's free. No one is coming to ask you to bring money to invest anywhere. We discuss openly. Everyone go and do your own investing yourself. That's why it's a do-it-yourself club. So we save you the dangers of scammers coming to deceive you. Please, I will not come to your DM the first time. So anyone you see with a photo of me is a criminal. Report and block such accounts. And then, of course, if you are not on the YouTube channel, go and subscribe. It's also free. So you can come back to what we discussed on days that you were not able to meet up the live stream, or you are in the US and Canada where time difference is not our friend. In any case, the Nigerian market is still open till 4 p.m. No, it's 3:30 for retail investors. So enough time to still go back and do as much even when we close here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we come to the end of today's live stream. Apologies for those whose comments I could not take because of time and calls as well. We will do it again Wednesday and Friday this week. It's always Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Please, once again, let me re-emphasize for those who are enrolling for the Diaspora Nigerians, how to access loans and invest. If you are not on a good credit score, because it's not for everybody, if you are not abroad, you're in Nigeria, don't bother. If you do not have a good credit score, don't bother. But if you are interested, you have a good credit score, or you have money to invest, you just want to see how to do it, then send "I want" on that video that was made, and then you'll be sent the link. Please do not go and follow any WhatsApp group that they send, because all sorts of fake accounts are going about trying to drag your attention to subscribe for what I didn't ask you to do. The link for the session will be shared at the appropriate time. If you are facing payment problems on Paystack is the only payment option that we have. It is so that you don't go and get lured into doing something else thinking it's us. It's not us. Okay? So be safe, be good. See you again on Wednesday, 12 noon to 2 p.m. Nigerian time. Until then, this is me saying thank you very much and have a lovely day. Bye for now.